morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day this morning. Oh man, give me a second. Come on and talk to you guys a little bit this morning. I want to talk to you guys why you shouldn't give up and live in fear, right? Think about the topic that I want to talk about this morning, right? Why you shouldn't give up and live in fear. Well, let's think about it. Anything in life, right? Anything in life that is worthwhile is worth fighting for, right? Nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be fun. Nobody didn't say none of these things, right? All they said was, if it's worth it, you got to fight for it. And if you fight for it, it's because it's worth it. So you got to go about life in a very particular way because you got to see the greatness in all things that you do, right? You got to see the greatness in all things that you do. And all things that you do have to be great because sometimes it requires you to become a better person, right? It becomes a better person, not a bitter person, a better person to get to it, right? So life is about fighting to become the best you. And you got to know what is the best you, right? So what's the best you? When you think about this version of yourself, the best you got to go back to a place where you feel as if, and if there's never a place in your lifetime where you can say you were the best you, then this is the opportunity for you to create that, right? This is the opportunity for you to create that. So that's why you got to always, right? Always overcome fear and never give up, right? No matter what you do, never be a quitter, guys. Never be a quitter. Let me tell you something. A quitter is someone that never gets nothing. You can't be that person. God didn't make you to be a quitter. And too many of us quit. We quit at things when it becomes hard. We quit at things when it becomes challenging. We quit at things because we feel that we're inadequate. We quit at things because we feel we can't get it done. No. Losing doesn't mean that you are a failure. Losing doesn't mean that you're a failure. It is just an instant. It is an instant reminder that you are trying, right? Trying and failing don't make you a failure. It's when you fail at something and you give up. Giving up make you a failure. Giving up. Do you hear what I'm telling you guys? Giving up is what makes you a failure. Hey, John, what's going on, brother? Right? You can't give up. Giving up shouldn't be a part of the plan. You can't have a plan B. You can't have a plan B. Let me tell you something, guys. The minute you have a goal and you have a plan B, the plan A becomes a failure. Do you hear what I'm telling you? The minute you have a plan A and you created a plan B, the plan A become a failure. Because you always have something where you can say, I could always do this. I could always go back and do that. Right? That's not just with things, that's in relationships too. If you have a plan B, your plan A will be a failure. Think about that. Right? You ever think about that? Because why? You would never give yourself the satisfaction to fight for it. Right? Fight for it. You know, I heard a story of a general that took his men to war. And as soon as he get off the boat, they burned the boat. They burned the ships. They sunk the ships, burned the ships. And he said, there's no turning back. There's no retreat. We're going to either fight till we die or we're going to win this war. So how many of us still have a boat at bay to run to retreat to go surrender to? No. You got to go after everything you want in your life with no retreat. No retreat. Retreat for what? Why should we retreat? We should go after our plan A and dominate it, because the plan A is all that you know. You can't have a plan B. I know people will tell you that, oh, you got to always have a backup. Don't have no backup plan. Go after your plan A. Plan A is the only plan. Plan B doesn't exist. You can't have a backup. So the reason why most people have a backup is because they live in fear. They live in fear. And that fear is an example. It shows that they are not confident. You know what plan Bs are? It's for people that are not confident. These are for people that are not committed. Plan B people is not committed. You know, I used to be a plan B people. You know, sometimes I even find myself being weak, being a plan B people. Right? No, I don't want to be that person. Because I don't have fear. Right? I don't want to develop fear. I don't have fear because fear is a false evidence appearing real. Fear. It's either it's false evidence appearing real where you become scared, or you just face everything. Right? Or you just face everything. You face it. Fear is, you have two choices, guys. It's not just one. It's not just cower and run away. It's not giving up and stop trying. It's not having a plan B. No, fear could be, hey, yes, it's okay to be scared. Yes, it's okay to fear the unknown. But you got to be brave enough, right? Fear is okay. But you got to be brave to walk towards your fear. Face your fear. You know what my biggest fear is, guys? I'll tell you what one of my biggest fears is. My biggest fear is to die and never accomplish all my goals. Right? And I know there's some goals that I will die that I can't accomplish, but I'm talking about the main ones. I'm talking about the main ones. I'm talking about making sure that all my kids are good. It's to make sure that, yes, my better half is good. It's to make sure that my kids never have to worry. It's to make sure that if I die before my mother, to make sure that she's always good. It's to make sure that my nieces and nephews would never have to worry about how to go to school. It's to create generational wealth, to change the last name of my family. Right? So this is where you got to realize that my fears are different. I don't fear dying. Right? I don't fear death. You know, I'm a dead man walking anyway. So I've been down that road already. I realize that the fear of death is not even, it's not even important. You can't fear dying. Right? Can't fear dying. It's a part of life. You're going to die. You got to accept that. You're going to die. Right? And then the quicker you accept that is the quicker you can go on and live your life. Right? See, what you got to fear is living a life without purpose. Think about that. Think about that. Living a life without purpose. That is fear. Oh my God. You should fear that more than anything else. Right? Imagine living your life. Imagine living your life a whole time being scared of something, and it's near death. You realize that it wasn't that such a big deal. Think about that. You live your whole life fearing something, and it's near to your death. You overcome that fear and realize how differently your life could have been. You know, one of my other biggest fears? Heights. Right? I used to be scared of heights. I'm not afraid of heights anymore, but I still respect, you know, being off the ground. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that, yes, I'm scared of heights, but I'm not afraid to face it. I'm not afraid to go climb something that's very high. I also fear water. I fear water, right? Meaning like I fear deep water. Like I always tell people, I don't swim for fun, but I'm not afraid to go do it, right? If it gets put to the test, I will do it. Understand? So the thing is that being fearful in life doesn't mean that you is not strong. It doesn't mean that you're not strong. It just means that you got to have a choice. It's either you cower away and run away, or you're facing. Right? Or you're facing. So which one are you going to do? You're going to face your fear? You're going to overcome your fear? Or are you going to cower and run away? You can't cower and run away, guys. Right? You got to overcome your fear. So here's the thing. Living a life, right? Living a life and overcoming fear is all a part of it. You can't be a quitter. You can't be a quitter. You can't quit. Quitting is not a part of the plan, guys. You can't quit. You cannot quit. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Get rid of your plan B. Get rid of your plan B, C, and D. Go after anything you want with a plan A in mind. What is your plan A? What is your plan A? You got to know your plan A, right? And you got to focus only on your plan A. No plan Bs, right? Your plan A is the only focus in life. And you can do it, right? You can do it. You can do it. Guys, let me tell you something. You know how many mornings I wake up and I'm like, I don't feel like going to the gym today. You know what, yesterday, I did well yesterday. And you justify it, right? You try to justify why you shouldn't do the things you should do to get ahead. I do that even with my business. I try to yesterday I did great. Today I have to take a break, right? And sometimes you got to make sure that you have people around you that's going to push you. That's going to push you to be the best you, right? Not criticize you. You don't want people that's going to criticize you. You want people that's going to push you to be the best you, because let me tell you something. Being the best you doesn't require criticism. It requires optimism. It requires positivity. It requires a reminder of how great you are. You are a great person. You got to tell. If you don't have someone telling you that, you better start telling yourself, right? You got to start telling yourself affirmations. You got to start telling yourself who you are, because don't let nobody define who you are. All right? So I hope this helps somebody. Tag a friend, tell a friend, share it with a friend, and let a friend know that, hey, you're awesome, man. All right? So always remember, you're one decision away from changing your future for the better. So always remember that the choice is always yours. Always remember to put God first in everything you do, and it can never steer you wrong. Have a blessed day, everybody, and keep living on. All right? My name is Keon Corniff, also known as Mr. Finance. If you're just tuning in now, rewatch this video and then share it with a friend. All right? I'll see you guys at the top. Stay blessed. Peace.